Okay, hi. My name is Rochelle. My pronouns are she, her. Um, I live in Aptos, California. It's just like a small little beach town in between like Silicon Valley and in the Monterey Bay area, um, south from Capitola and Santa Cruz. So it's just a really small little town. I was born and raised here, and I never left. And so I guess that must mean that I really like it. Um, what do I hope to do as a social worker after I complete this program? Um, well, my intention, I'm currently a first grade teacher. I love kids and I'm passionate about their education and the education system. So, um, my intentions were I was just going to work in a different capacity with children in an educational system, maybe by being like a educational liaison or by switching to like the mental health clinician role with them. There's a lot of changes happening right now, and I don't know if they're going to be permanent, and I don't know what they mean, but feeling like I should maybe have a plan B. But the other part of is that, or the other thing that I'm really interested in is hospice, social work and hospice. I was a volunteer visitor after my grandma died for a couple years, and it's a wonderful program or established organization, and I really believe in their work, and I believe that a lot of people view death as a very physically fragile time, and in my work with hospice and their patients, I have found it to be a time of, for some and most, a time of like strength emotionally and yeah, emotionally. So I think being part and present in whatever role you're playing in someone's end of life care is an absolute honor. So um, two ends of the spectrum, either the young or the old. That's what I'm looking towards. Something interesting about myself. Well, I am one of seven girls, and I am a twin. And I married my husband, who is comes from a big family of boys, and he is also a twin. And um, he knew my twin sister for about 10 years before I even ever met him. So it's kind of funny the way the universe works. That's why when I say what I want to do in the education system and social work, I just know that I'm going to end up working in the capacity that I'm meant to be in. So I try not to worry and think about that all too much. Um, what do I hope my classmates will bring to the course? Just different experiences and perspectives for me to draw on. Um, I don't know what I don't know, and I know that the bubble or the little pocket that I live in is very different than a lot of other people out there. So when people are brave enough to share their story with me, it's incredibly impactful and brings a lot of learning to me. So I hope that my classmates share openly and honestly, and knowing that there's value in their story. Um, what am I bringing to the course? Well, gosh, me, my my talents, like my viewpoint. I feel like from what I did my last semester, I did part-time last semester. I feel like I was the only one with an educational background, so um, I bring that and my experience with that government system and the inequities and everything associated with that. I bring that. Being a teacher and coming in contact with a lot of different families. Um, I've heard, seen, and observed a lot through the eyes of others. So I do have that to bring. Um, and a question I have about the program or social work as a profession. I just wonder if we're going to make it through this administration. And it feels like they're doing a lot to try to make this profession hard for people to get into. So I think that my question is one that doesn't even really matter because there's no answer to it. So I'm thinking a lot about what the future looks like and what it will be like, just when we're done. Because I think it's going to change over these next few years. So, and that's it.